What's up guys, Tony Creatura from PPG Brothers Gaming. I'm doing a deck profile of my top 16 deck from the PPG Atlantic City Pro Play Tour. I went 6-2 in Swiss with the Sun, Goku, and Vegeta leader. Its effect is you can't play cards in your deck that cost more than 6 or more. When it attacks a leader, you draw a card and take a life, and then when you're at 4, you untap 1 and draw 1. On the back, it's attack, draw a card. Then once per turn, you can crit 1 life, negate all your opponent's battle card skills for the rest of the turn. He gains plus 5k. And you can't play anything except by Unit Infusion for the rest of the turn. I played this leader just to counter all the solar bullets for Storm. It ended up being really good. It actually won me most of my games because being able to shut off like blockers and stuff and the striving Goku and all that kind of stuff ended up being very, very good. So people didn't really have good answers to Storm at that point. So getting into the deck list, I played 4 Goten, obviously, 4 Bardock, 4 Dependable, 4 Successor, just to keep the deck as consistent as possible. I played 2 of Bardock Will of Iron, just because I felt it's very good versus the control matchups versus mono blue, stuff like that. Puts on a lot of pressure and it makes it easier to defend against against a Rudigar. The 20k vanillas and stuff, it's a much easier card to defend with than trying to combo out on your leader. I played 2 Adopted Father, 2 Flying Nimbus to help in the Storm matchup, the mirror match, 2 Planar Vegeta, 4 of the North Kai Super Combo. I played 4 Freon. My deck is a lot more mid-range, and I felt like this card was very good versus things like Janemba, and versus, just control matchups in general. It's a good card that can attack under the Goku so that you don't have to use your leader effect. And it puts a lot of pressure on. It's it makes it easier to fill your board back up. Because you have to play around Kami, and having 2 of these and an ape on board is very, very strong versus the control matchups. But I played obviously 4 Unyielding, 4 Bean. I main decked 3 Son Goku striving to be the best. I don't have my bar with them for the event. But it was, again, just more stuff for the Storm Mirror match, since I felt like my leader gave me a great match versus control and stuff. And it was good. It was good versus a lot of stuff. My loss in top 16 was to Storm, though. But that's because I didn't see anything at all. I lost to Eric Hill. I didn't see any Gotens, and I only saw 1 super combo between the 2 games. So, yeah, sometimes things like that happen. But I played 1 Flute, 2 Mass Saiyan, again, more for the Storm matchup, and just in general, it's probably one of the best overwhelms that you can play as a double strike attacker. Since you're restricted by the leader, you can't play Scientist Fu or Mira. I played 2 Supreme Kai of Time Light Sky. This is probably one of the best cards in my deck the entire weekend. I'm really glad that I ended up bumping it up to 2. The card is just very, very, very good. And being able to flute it back is pretty nice too. I played just 1 Hidden Power E-Supreme Kai. I played this over Champa because I like being able to choose whether or not I give a double strike, because there are matchups where you don't want to give a double strike, or situations, actually. I originally wasn't going to play it at all. I had 15 minutes before the event started, I ended up switching from Sharon Gogeta to this deck. And I had 2 of these in here, and I wanted to take them both out. I ended up only having time to find a replacement for 1 of them. I put in a Banisher Fu. And this was still good. I saw it when I needed it. It turns out I wish I had played 2, because in testing I didn't like it, but then actually playing the games, because we didn't test against control at all. We just kind of tested Storm Mirrors and stuff all night. But it ended up, it was very good versus the control matchups. But last card was I played a Banisher Fu because we had talked about playing just 3 Mass Saiyans, but I decided I didn't like 3. I wanted to have a Banisher Fu. I figured a lot of the Storm matchups, because I'm playing Striving, they're going to try to get the Bardock Cape on the board, and this outs the Bardock Cape without having to use the leader skill. It was really good. I really liked the Banisher Fu. For side deck, between leader and side deck is how I won a lot of my matches. I sided an 8 package of 2 Will of Iron, 1 Great Ape Prince Vegeta, and 2 March of the Great Apes, versus Mono Blue Hurtigarn, like this stuff came in. I shouldn't have played this ape. This one I ended up I stopped signing it after a while, but the 2 Marsh and the 2 Bardock were like insanely good, and they won me a lot of games having all that stuff. I cited one Vegeta striving to be best. It was just suggested to me. I ended up not liking it at all. I didn't cite it in once, or maybe I did cite it in and I just never played it. It wasn't good. My leader does everything that I would need this card to do. So I mean, I guess if someone plays like Deadly Defender Vegeta and Vegito, then maybe I can make a case for citing it, but really didn't like it at all. 2 bad rings. These came in a lot, and I don't think I ever resolved a bad ring. The one time I used it, my opponent bad ring, my bad ring. So, yeah, I still do need to cite it for like Janemba and stuff like that. 3 Har. They never came in because I didn't play against androids, but it's obviously one of the best cards in the side deck. 2 Cronoa. This card was horrible. I played against 2 Broly decks. One of them didn't play Shugesh at all. One of them only played 1 copy of Shugesh. The matchup where my opponent did have the 1 Shugesh in the deck, I didn't know he only ran 1. Once I saw the Goku Super Combo game 1, I thought he played like 2 and 2 or something, so I still brought it in. And he used the Shugesh before I put this on board, so it just wasn't good, but it's whatever. I guess if you play against like Broly Veggies or something, then this card wins the game. I played 1 Alcost. I wish I had mained this, because, again, my deck is more mid-range, and I go to later turns a lot, and there were situations where I cited this in a lot, and it was very good, but, you know, it is what it is. And then I cited 1 Mafuba. I think I brought it in once. It wasn't particularly great. It wasn't bad. I don't know. There's some, like, the side deck could have been better. Again, it was super last minute. Like, I threw the side deck together in the last 5 minutes before round 1 started, or before the play meeting was. In terms of things that I would change, like, obviously there's not going to be, this deck is gone post-ban list because Storm is getting pretty much entirely banned because no more Goten, no more Flute, unyielding to 1, blah blah. If I could have, changed things going back, I would have probably side decked Toa to steal Borgos and stuff, and to the 3-drop Toa. I think it's a 3-drop that you take a 2-drop or less from your opponent. So outside like Toa, I wouldn't side this, Probably main the at all costs. I don't know, there was other stuff that I had in mind that I wish I had played. I can't exactly remember right now, but I don't know, it doesn't really matter. Either way, the deck was very good. I liked it a lot. I think this leader was great for the event. I think it was a very good call. Obviously, it wasn't originally my idea. It was suggested to me by Eric Goodwin, and in testing, it just turned out to be a very, very strong leader in my opinion. So, yeah.